His Excellency Richard Boahen. Please, how are you?
Please, I'm fine, thank you.
My own president. Please, I have some few questions for you. And then I'm going to take you back to the department level because you are my president. And then you have to tell me why I should vote for you. Do you have any other political ambitions after the presidency?
No, please.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100% sure.
Okay, so how do I even put this? Are you a leader who leaves his workplace, what has been given to him? Like you have a portfolio, you leave it there, and then you go and then focus on another thing.
No, please. I am not a leader who will do that.
I put it to you that you are one. And then I'll prove it to you. Because you were much focused on your agenda more than the work that we master people have given to you. So if you have another ambition, are you going to leave the SRC seat and focus on that one or not?
No, please, because I think that I've been able to achieve my promises I made to the department. And as it stands now, I have no challenge in the department again.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
Please, what were some of the things in your policy? Because I have it. I was on the vetting panel, so I know what are some of the policies and which of them did you do?
When I was coming into office, one of the major challenge our department was facing was that we lack numbers because of the difficulty of the mathematics aspect in our program.
Has our numbers increased? I say yes or no. I'm asking you.
We are now admitting new students, so you get to know the results when we admit new students. Because yes, the works I have done to create awareness of Uenr Department of Mathematics and Statistics will help the student to come to our department, and you see the results come next semester.
Oh, okay. I understand that one. Okay. So my last question, was that the only thing on the policy?
No, so the next one was that we were facing challenges as in we don't have enough projectors and extension boards. So when I came into office, I was able to make sure that all the extension boards and the projector that the department is having, we brought them together and maintained them. Now, as it stands now, no person, no lecturer is complaining about projector and extension.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
You let me move you from there. Some people have some questions here. I can ask my last question. Okay. Mr. President. Please, I want to know. You said you are done with all the policies because you assured Nana Ferry that you will do 90% of them.
Yes,
and
please.
Then I know your policies that you brought to the department.
Okay.
And then I can assure you that it is just a few of them that you've done. It is not up to the 90%. So compare that to this particular one. We, that small department, too, you were not able to do that 90%. I don't know how you are going to do this one. So how are you going to implement this particular one?
I will also be very much happy if you're able to mention the policy that I brought that I couldn't do. Then
okay. Oh, don't worry, I have one. You told us that you will give us clothes. You remember?
Yes, please.
Yes. And then what did you do about it? You turned back to tell us that you said it, but you cannot do it. Am I wrong? That is what you told me at the meeting.
Please, I didn't say I cannot do it.
Okay. So what happened? You said I should mention one, so that's one. What happened?
The reason why we didn't do the cloth was that was an initiative we, the executives, brought up, that we, the executive, are going to put on cloth. And we spoke to the HOD, and he told us that we should focus on only the 2 7 years we have given to the students, and we should stop the cloth because it is optional. It is not a compulsory thing. So that is why we stopped. I first of all came out with a new T-shirt. I think the Massa celebration that we did, I came with a new T-shirt. I wanted to give them 2 souvenirs. And because of that, that is why he said That is why. Okay. Okay.
All right. So thank you so much for coming in today. You have a mandate as a department president, and then it is very important for us to know how you handled that position,
Yes,
and
please.
that is why we are doing this with you. And then having known and students hearing and having expressed yourself in terms of your policies and others, we wish you well. And then we believe that at the end of the day, if we recommend you and if the people vote for you, you go on to execute your policies. But before you go, I want to understand what is the difference between policies and manifesto? Because you said key things are missing from your policies and you said they will be in your manifesto. What's the difference?
Manifesto is the explanations to your policies.
Hmm.
Policies are the achievement you want to bring on board.
You have 1 minute. Convince us as to why we should recommend you and also convince the people should you be recommended as to why they should vote for you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please, my name is Richard Boyne, and I'm aspiring to become your next SRC president. I have the capacity to work and ensure that your challenges are being
Mr. Boahen,
achieved.
you see, you're a politician. The first thing is convince us as to why we should recommend you. We haven't recommended you and you're already talking to the student. That I gave 2 statements, right? The first one is to convince us why we should recommend you, and then you convince the student why they should vote for you if you are recommended. So the first one should come here.
It's because he said I should stand. That is why. So, yes. Please, good afternoon, my dear panelists. Please, my name is Richard Boahen, and I am aspiring to become the next SRC president of the University of Energy and Natural Resources. Per my works and my capacity as departmental president, course rep, and SRC executive, I think that the records that I have, when you give me the nod to become the next SRC president, I can capitalize on that one to make sure that the policies that I have shall be accomplished. So I wish if you recommend me to become their candidate, I can do the work that I said I would do because I have done some before, I have made promises and I've achieved it. So it's the same way I've made another promise. If you give me the nod, I can achieve that promise. Thank you very much. Please, good afternoon to you all. Please, my name is Richard Boahen, and I am well known as Serious Burger. I'm contesting to become your next SRC president. I've been a student like you, and I'm still a student. And I wish that the challenges we are going through, if you give me the chance, per my track records, I can achieve the challenges and solve them and make sure that you may become a better place for us all. So I will plead with you that this coming elections, you come in your numbers and support Serious Lifestyle Alliance. And when we come on power, we promise you that we have already made promises and we have achieved them. So similarly, these promises that we have made, we are going to make sure we do it more better than the one we did. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for coming in and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so a very quick one. Some of the questions that were coming in were areas we have touched and moved on. For instance, the bus issue, we scrutinized him for more than 10 minutes on that. So if you bring question again, it will be difficult to visit that conversation again. So as much as we want to incorporate everyone's idea, kindly ask questions on areas that we haven't touched, right? Thank you. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Who is vying for the president and who is vying for the vice president position?
I'm vying for the president's position.
You are vying for the president position.
Yes.
Vying for the SRC vice president.
In your own definition, who is the head of the family?
Please, can you be specific?
Head of the family is a general statement.
My father is the head of.
Your father is the head
Yeah,
of the
my
family.
father.
Are you the head of this family?
Not really.
Not really. Why?
I can't say I'm the head of the family because we came together to work together as well.
You came together to work
Yeah.
together. Why are you not the president and she the vice, but she is the president and you are the vice?
I, for instance, believe in women empowerment. Yes, I know that
You believe in,
woman empowerment.
but the men, we don't need empowerment.
Um,
Or we are empowered already.
Naturally, men are born to be leaders.
So why are you not leading for her to follow, but she's leading for you to follow?
As I said, I believe in woman empowerment. I know that if we empower one woman, we have empowered ourselves as well. Yes, and Uenr, for instance, had its first vice chancellor to be a female. Her name, Professor A.C. Yes, she really outdid herself from this university. Yes, so, and I know that with the level of knowledge I have and the level of experience I have at the moment, if I work hand in hand with Miss Abigail here, we can actually make a great impact in the community and the university as well.
There's something that I didn't tell you. If you interrupt whilst we are doing the proceeding, it goes against them, right? Isi, please, I don't have their submitted forms, and I can't proceed without that. Miss Abigail, Her Excellency, you're a very bright student. Just when you started agenda, last semester, for instance, your GPA was not encouraging. But it wasn't as you came to the university. Don't you think you should just focus on fire? What's your career ambition?
Thank you for the question. I want to be a safety personnel in
And
future.
thank you for the question that you said. I have taken it for the remaining questions throughout the process. So thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. That's all.
Noted. So I have the ambition to be a fire personnel and a safety officer in future.
What has it got to do with the position you are vying for, or how does this position aligns with your future aspirations?
Okay, so being the vice president for my department, I was able to organize a World Safety Day for the entire student body, educate them on safety and how to go about sometimes workplace experiences, classrooms, the dangers, hazards, and all that. So vying for this position in particular, I'll be able to attend to the welfare of the students, their interests, and be their voice to expand their voice to the higher administration.
You want to organize a fire safety workshop for us to protect ourselves?
Yes, please.
Mr. Osei,
Yes, sir.
you started the school, you were not seeing top. You were lagging in between the average, and by the grace of God, do you believe in God?
Yeah, I believe in God.
And by
Yes,
the grace of God, last semester was really wonderful.
yes.
In fact, you wish last semester was your overall semester in the school.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I really wish.
You would have been the happiest person.
Yes.
And after getting to this feat, because every semester you seem to be going up.
Yeah.
And now that grace and favor has located you, you want to switch and go into politics. How are you going to blend it? Do you want your GPA to be like level 100 first semester and second semester?
Yes, please.
Because school, no me who's half anyone so.
Yeah.
And now that you are seeing top, you want to go into politics. Do you know what it takes to be an SRC president?
Yes, please. I know what it takes.
What goes into being an SRC president?
You are going to be the voice of the voiceless.
In terms of commitment, in terms of time, in terms of attending lectures, in terms of attending events, in terms of meeting, in terms of going out for activities, what what goes into being the SRC president?
I know it's going to take a whole toll on you as an individual, and I'm a very time-conscious person here. Yeah, so I will actually try and manage my duties with academic affairs as well. And as you can see, I've been improving on based on semesters here and there. So I can say I can actually work for the school body.
Madam President to be, if the student should vote for you, or if you should recommend you to the student, what are you known for?
I'm known for projecting the voice of the voiceless and promote the welfare of the student.
Assuming you came into office and there is no money, you have 5 projects that you want to do, and you have money for just one project, what is your topmost prioritized project? Let me use all the adjectives I can to qualify that, to make you see how urgent it is. You can do just one thing for the student, for the school, and for yourself. Just one thing. What is that going to be? What is that going to be? Your legacy.
Okay, so I would introduce a national health insurance for the students.
Introduce a national health insurance.
National health insurance.
Special national health insurance. Ladies and gentlemen, she will introduce special national health insurance. Yeah. I wish you all the best. Right.
Thank you.
Kosovo policy, the change. You are welcome.
Thank you once again.
I will start. I do not believe in ladies first, so I'll start with you.
Okay.
Very snappy. Then I'll go to our beautiful lady there. You said women empowerment is one of the things you really love, right? It means it's not just here in Uenr or just Ghana. You understand and follow things that deals with women empowerment. Is that true?
Yes, please.
On record. What is the biggest news in the international front that you say this is the biggest women empowerment news in the last 1 month?
I would say Kamala Harris coming for the presidency of United States of America.
Is she the first person to vie for that portfolio as a woman?
She's not the first person though. But I think how things turn out for her, it's really a big news in women empowerment.
Are you aware Japan is having the first time female prime minister?
No, please.
Follow the women empowerment that you say you really cherish to understand them very well.
Okay, thank you.
What office will you be chairing by virtue of you being the vice president?
Please come again.
By virtue of being elected as the vice president, there's this office you chair automatically. What office is that?
Academic Board Committee.
And what's the composition? Who are the people you are going to work with?
We are going to work with the University Council.
At the SRC level. Don't go up there.
At the SRC level. Okay, so members of the executive committee. And
you just mentioned the academic committee, right?
Yeah.
What is the composition? Who are the members within that committee that you'll be working with? That's my question.
Okay. So the vice president, myself, the head of the women's commissioner, local Lnugs president, the general secretary, and the financial secretary.
And the academic committee.
Yes, please.
All right. Madam Presidential Aspirant, let me come to you. We have 2 systems of government we have, or administration we have within Uenr. Are you aware?
Yes, please.
Mention them.
The federal system and the provincial system.
What type of system are we using right now?
The provincial system.
Can you differentiate between the local Nugs and SRC?
Okay, so the local Nugs is a different body, but then also works in hand with the SRC Council.
What's the scope of the local Nugs of Uenr?
The
Scope. The catchment area of the local Nugs of Uenr Sunyani campus.
no idea.
You have no idea? Okay. Why are you not the vice, but the main?
I believe that what men can do, women can do better.
How many women are we having currently in the SRC parliament?
SRC Parliament House.
Yes. +30. Do you know the total number of members of parliament we have in Uenr Src? But you know that we have 30 women there, ladies there, roughly. The total number is 28.
28. Thank you.
How many?
I have to interrupt your vetting, which shouldn't have started in the first place, because you couldn't fulfill the requirements stated in the CI for you to appear here to be vetted. So I can't continue with the vetting. The form that you submitted to be vetted hasn't been received by the Electoral Commission, and because of that, I cannot proceed until you resolve the issue with EC before the panel can continue with the vetting. Thank you.
Please can you come again?
The form you filled, look at this. According to the CI, the form should be filled and completed, but the one you are holding is not complete. The final part that seals the form hasn't been signed. So because of that, I cannot allow this panel to vet you for the position you are vying for. Before we continued, did you know that without this signature, it's an outright disqualification to your application? You don't know. Did you see the part that said you must make sure the one receiving your form fills before you leave? Did you read that part? You didn't pay attention to that.
Thank you. We will continue. Please forgive us. And easy, please. Shouldn't repeat. Thank you. Back to our conversation. Since we are talking about women, today I'll just stay there. Okay? Since we are having 30 women in parliament, that is of 28, how many ladies or women are we having in the Ghanaian parliament? We have 275 members of parliament. How many women do we have there? If you don't know, you say it, then we go. We don't have time. You cannot know everything that I'm asking. You have no idea. What will be your first appointment should you be elected as the president of Uenr Src?
Speaker of Parliament.
The speaker, why? You need a legal aid to guide your decisions. Mm-hmm.
Speaker of Parliament. And then he will be approved by the Parliament House.
Okay.
Voting.
People will want to hear you, yes, so speak into the microphone.
Okay, so per the Constitution, I would appoint a Speaker of Parliament, of which the Parliament House is going to approve by a secret voting.
Okay. So that will be your first appointment.
Yes, please.
All right, that's fine. So after the appointment of the speaker, you're supposed to appoint other offices, including the transport committee. Do you know the composition of the transport committee?
Yes, ceased the composition.
Composition.
Okay, so the president, the executive council,
Composition of transport committee.
composition.
Yes.
So the transport committee chairperson,
Mm.
deputy members.
What will be your criteria in appointing someone to serve as? Do you have the power to appoint chief justice?
Yes, please.
Do you have that power?
Yes, please.
How well do you understand the SRC constitution? On a scale of 1 to 10. I didn't ask you earlier.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Yes.
7.
7.
Yes.
And you have the right to appoint chief justice.
Yes.
What is your office again? Provincial or federal?
Provincial.
Can we have per the SRC constitution that you understand 7/10? Can we have 2 chief justice?
No.
But you will appoint a chief justice as provincial. What happens to the federal president?
Federal president. For the federal president, they work together. But let's say Doma campus and Uenr campus. Doma was part of Uenr administration, or let's say the SRC board. But then since they got separated, they are now provincial SRC
Administration, that's fine.
And we also are provincial SRC administration.
Exactly.
But working together is going to be a federal SRC administration.
Yes, and I'm asking you, as a provincial, do you have the power to appoint a speaker, a chief justice?
Yes. Do I
What will happen to the federal president then? Do you know where the chief justice works?
for the administration?
Where does the chief justice work?
Parliament House.
Mention the 3 administrative arms we have within Uenr Src. Even in Ghana, is the same.
The Parliament House, Executive Council, and the Judicial Council.
Where does the chief justice work?
Judicial Council.
And the Judicial Council, which is the Supreme Court, do you think you have the power to appoint people to the Supreme Court as the president of provincial? Maybe it's not 7/10 for the Constitution. Then I'll accept it and move on.
Maybe it's not.
7/10, you understand about the Constitution, then we accept it and move on.
Okay.
You, by your virtue as SRC president, you become part of a particular, you become a Senate. A Senate. Do you understand Senate? You'll be representing the students of Uenr at a particular congress. That's why we say you become a Senate. What congress would that be?
The administration board.
Okay, that's fine. Have you ever heard of Lnugs?
Yes, please.
You've heard of them.
Yes.
What's the name of the current USAC president? Honorable Swansea, you have to know. You follow that kind of politics, or it's just Uenr politics?
Mr. Patrick Kusi.
What about Nugs?
Upon Daniel Treme.
All right, that's fine. You, once elected, you are going to be a Senate member for us at USAG. You represent us at Nugs as well.
Okay.
But then, we are having 4 people from campus vying for Nugs portfolios and USAG portfolios. Are you aware?
Yes.
You are aware.
Yes.
Do you know their names?
Yes, not all.
Mention even one, if you know.
Okay, so Honorable Sika, and then Honorable Abuga.
Okay. Should you win today as the president of UNER, you'll be the one leading us to that particular Congress. Are you going to give them your support?
Yes.
Why? Even if they are not qualified, will you give them your support because you didn't ask me either or not they are qualified?
Okay, so when they are qualified, I'll give them my support.
How are you going to do that?
Okay, by telling the student body about them and what they can do, what they will bring on board.
Student
and also
body.
let them know that they were part of us.
Do you know how
we
that
have-
election is conducted?
No.
Have you been to such Congress before?
No, please.
So how will you convince students to vote for them?
Just like how we have UNED platforms. So
Oh, you do the campaign here to UNER students?
not only UNED,
Okay.
but then you have a cordial relationship with the other universities. Yes, so we have, I personally have friends in other universities. Yes.
Mr. Vice Presidential Aspirant.
Sir.
Good. Do you think making Doma campus autonomous was a wrong decision?
No, please.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
Then why are we not having federal system but provincial system? We've given them autonomous so that we can have a federal. Do you know about the federal system?
Yes, please.
You know,
Yes.
good. So why are we not having federal system now, still using 2 different provincial systems?
I actually don't have any idea.
I have
about
no
it.
idea
Yes.
of that.
Okay, I said I actually don't have any.
On a scale of 1 to 7, how well do you understand the SRC?
1 to 7.
1 to 10, sorry.
Okay. 7.
7.
Yes, please.
What's the team used in the just ended SRC week?
Celebrating years of unity and phenomenal growth to the university.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the team.
Yes, please.
Since you love women so much, I think you are just like me. Who won the just ended mistake?
Sorry, but I had an emergency on that day, so I couldn't represent.
And you couldn't read whatever that Ask UNER was circulating on various platforms.
Yes. Sorry. My name. Forgotten the name.
Okay. How well have you been involved in various activities of UNER SRC?
Uenr Src. Yes, so I attended the summit. Yes, and I also witnessed my own course mate, Marshmallow, if I'm supposed to mention his
Okay.
name here, be the 10-up star at the
It made you very happy.
Oh yeah, I was really happy to see my own course mate doing that.
About a month ago, 3 times have I been involved in a program or Twitter space, X space, organized by Voice of UNER,
Okay.
talking about the development of UNER SRC.
Okay.
Have you joined such space before?
No, please.
If not,
Yes, not currently on X.
thank you.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Can you please raise up your seat so that it will be of equal height with hers? Okay, check below it and do that. Okay, so let's go on. Madam Abigail, Madam Abigail, you're a beautician. Interesting. Look at your pair. Look at him very well. How does he look? Yeah.
Handsome.
Handsome. I like that. Okay. I'm going through your CV and I'll just ask you some few questions from your CV. When did you report to the school?
When did I report to this school?
Yes.
2022.
2022.
Yes, please.
So immediately you became a level 100. You were elected as the WUCOM
Yes.
of your department.
By appointment.
By appointment.
Yes.
So you served as the WUCOM for your department. Immediately you came as a level 100.
2022, 2023.
That was level 100.
Yes.
Interesting. So what were you able to do as a level 100 student being appointed as a WUCOM? Just state it. 1, 2 things you did.
Personal hygiene.
Personal hygiene and what other
women.
thing? For
And
women.
also- yes.
So you educated them or you sensitized them. What did you do actually as personal hygiene?
Okay, so I educated them on personal hygiene relating to inner washrooms. There are no sanitizers and sometimes no
Interesting. So, Mr. Prince,
Thanks, sir.
I like the fact that you are unique. Yeah. Or you're not unique.
I'm very unique.
You are very unique.
Yes,
I like the voice. I like the fact that your hair is like that. Yeah, I like it. You are very unique in your own way.
Thank you.
Yes. I believe a lot of people coming for this particular sitting would have decided to make sure their hair is in a particular form before coming. But
Okay.
you are very unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it brings me to my question. Now, do you know the landscape of Uenr? Do you know the catchment area of the Uenr land?
You're talking about our territory.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand
Yeah,
it better.
Yes, please.
You know.
Yes, please.
So can you please demarcate, like tell me from where to where to where to where?
Okay.
Just tell me
Um.
in brief.
So I'm beginning from this side. Our land covers up to Uenr Basic, behind Uenr Basic. From that side to the new auditorium, coming to this side.
Yeah, so behind Uenr Basic is Uenr land.
No, behind Uenr.
Hitting towards Franco
No,
Hotel
no, please, that's not Uenr land.
is not part of Uenr.
Yes, please.
Okay, interesting. I'll come back to that.
Okay.
Let's continue. Madam Abigail, on your CV, you told us that, you told me that I should go and ask someone about you, irrespective of the fact that I don't have any information about you. You told me to go and you referenced some few people here, telling me that if there's anything that is correct or wrong, I should go and ask them, right? Yes. But here's the case, you are telling me to ask people about you. Well, I don't know anything about you. I'm telling you that your referencing, you brought your referencing in a particular point where I get to know your reference before I get to know who you are on your CV. Uenr is an abbreviation. What does it mean?
University of Energy and Natural Resource.
University of Energy and Natural Resources. But your CV says otherwise. Your CV says otherwise.
It was
Additional
a mistake.
information. There's something catchy over there. Please read under additional information. A short course, something. Please read that side.
A short course on carbon dioxide removal and solar action modification from June 28 to 29.
So you have a
2024
little bit
by-
knowledge under solar.
Yes.
So
I
that
have
brings me to my question.
Okay.
There are some street lights on campus that are solar-based street lights, and others are not. if you become the SRC president, there are some areas where there are no lighting systems there. In case you are going to embark on such a journey, which one would you prefer and why?
Solar lights.
Solar lights, why?
Solar lights because even if there is no electricity, it can work effectively because it charges by the solar, the sun.
Mr. Prince, show me your left. Thank you very much. President, please, you made a statement. They asked you a question. You made a statement that what a man can do, a woman can do more better. Please, can you elaborate on that? What does it mean?
Well, for okay, so for the fact that the
Oh, please, just you can use this.
like this. Okay, so our first vice chancellor was a female. So the fact that she was able to do it perfectly well means that a lady can also be an SRC president.
I'm asking you of this statement. What does it mean? You used it. You are telling me
So
that.
she was able to do the work.
So you are indirectly telling me that. Sorry to say, but this is what you are insinuating.
Okay.
This is what you are insinuating. No problem. Okay, so I will start and you end the statement. Okay. 1 good 10.
1 good 10.
Yes. We'll work together. 1 good 10. You have no idea. Let's carry on. Charity begins.
At home.
Oh, please let me hear that. Charity begins
At home.
at home. Please, Mr. Prince, look at her. What's wrong with her dressing? I like the way you're gazing at her.
I think her dressing is based on preferences. It depends on what you like and what I like.
I'm asking you.
Okay. So for me, I think she should zip it a little bit. Yeah.
She should unzip it. So tell her to unzip it.
Zip it. She should zip it.
Zip it, not unzip. So please, what's wrong with his dressing?
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with his dressing. Okay. Can I say that you guys are not truthful?
Truthful?
Yes.
Please, in which way?
I asked you to check if the dressing of your pair is okay. He said no. You worked on it, so she's okay now, right? And you equally said he's okay. Where did you check?
The whole outfit.
The whole outfit.
Yes.
Him sitting down, you can see everything, right? I was expecting you to tell him to give you a 360, and you equally tell her to give you a 360.
Please, can you give us a 360?
Okay, so that's it. Okay, so Mr. Prince, please, this is a very serious question to you. You made mention of the fact that under your skills and interest, you said under your interest, you're a project manager, data analysis, financial manager, financial management, right? So what's the difference between a manager and a leader?
A manager and a leader. For me, I think a manager is a person who is in charge of an organization to see to it that the organization's needs are met. And a leader is someone who is elected or chosen by his or her own people to fight for their interest, their common interest.
Because of time, I'll take it like that. Please, can you pass over the mic? The last question for now. Okay. You are, which program are you offering?
BSc Fire Safety and Disaster Management.
This semester you are undertaking your attachment, right?
Yes, please.
How is it done? The whole semester, you go and get a particular industry and you spend the whole semester there, right?
Yes, please.
There are two systems in UNER. You either do it during the vacation or you do it during the semester, the period of, yeah. So if you become the SRC president, you've experienced the fact that one full semester, you don't come for lectures. There are other students who use the vacation to do that. If you become the SRC president, which of these particular two systems do you think would be best for the students and would also make an impact in their industrial life?
Okay, so the vacation one.
The vacation one.
Yeah.
Please, why?
The vacation one because aside from going to lectures or going for lectures, you also get a chance to learn something new or do a practical work of the program you are studying in another company. And it's going to help us because me, for instance, I'm spending a full semester without going for lectures. And sometimes when you go, you'll be sitting idle, there is nothing to do until there is work to do. So going for lectures, at least you'll be able to learn, and also during vacation, you'll be able to enroll in any company of your choice and do your internship as well.
Miss Abigail, do you want to say that the School of Natural Resources, they did wrong by asking you to go and have your industrial attachment in a particular place?
No, please.
So why do you prefer the vacation one?
Per my interest.
Okay, so you see, currently most students, if you interview most students, okay, they'll tell you that what we learn, or even our Ghanaian curriculum, is theory based. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Please, am I correct? We do more theory than practical, right? So if a whole semester is dedicated to you to go to a particular organization for an internship, you think that it's not helping because when you go, you sit. I can say that when you go, you don't engage the staff. That's why you do nothing. Am I right?
I do.
You engage the staff?
Yes.
Okay. So, my question to you, what do you want to be remembered for as SRC Vice President if given the mandate? As SRC, you are the President. Oh, sorry, as President.
Okay, so I want to leave a legacy that through my administration, I was able to ensure a special health insurance for students, of which they can use in terms of financial issues. They are covered.
What is the special health insurance about?
So it's about issuing an insurance card for students. Personally, I'm talking with Prime Insurance Company to collaborate with them and work on the special health insurance for the students.
You've started negotiations
Yes,
already.
please.
So what happens if you are not recommended? Would you continue, or you would say because you were not recommended, then it dies there?
I would continue per the one voted in power, supposing he accepts the collaboration with Prime Insurance, because it's still the welfare of the students.
Thank you. So I would like to know, how much did you purchase your nomination forms?
1,000 cities.
1,000 cities.
Yes.
Do you
please.
know how much other universities they go about with SRC elections and Lnugs elections?
How they go about it?
Yes,
As
in terms
purchasing-
of the amount of money allocated.
some is 2,000.
Which school
I overheard a friend saying UEW
is
purchasing about 1,500 to 2,000.
okay? So that's the only school you know of.
Yes.
But do you know that other schools too, they don't pay for it, they don't pay anything?
They don't pay anything.
Mm.
No.
You don't know about that?
No.
So I can tell you that other schools don't pay.
It's for free.
Yes.
Oh.
So how did you feel when you saw that last year nomination forms went for 500, about 500 cities? This year there was a hike in the prices of things, like inflation. How did you feel?
Normal.
Normal. How?
Because even food price have increased. Yes.
So you are telling me that the hike in prices of nomination fees is normal to you because you think prices of food.
Prices of food and items, commodities.
I feel you are not being a leader right now. You are desperate about the position you want to have.
No.
No. So as a presidential aspirant, you realize that you have to pay 1,000 cedis for leadership. You just want to lead. You want to, what are you going to gain from it that you have to pay huge amounts of money to get in there? Thank you. So my next question is, you can go and think about it.
Okay.
My next question to you is, what, with the current administration, can you rate them from a scale of 1 to 10? Their administration, how is it going for you?
So far good. They are doing a marvelous job.
From a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10, 8.
8. So what haven't they done that you think that you would have to
It will be based on their policies. Because there is a saying that nipa beye biwan beye ni nyinaa. So supposing they weren't able to fulfill their policies, if we are to be voted to power, we are going to work with them. They have the experience. They can even guide us as to how to manage the administration.
Yeah, and to add up to what she has said, this administration, they were sworn in a limited amount of time. Yes, we commend them for all the various jobs that they have done for the university, for the student body as well. But we are here to actually continue with what they haven't done with the limited amount of time that they had. The things that they did are really helping student body, and we are here to continue
Please,
from there.
you are going to continue what they could not do. Is that what you said?
Yes, that's
So you
right.
are telling me that you have taken out the things, the policies they haven't fulfilled yet, and you've added it to your documents. Is that what you are saying?
Yes.
So we can cross-check that.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you believe in women empowerment?
Yes, please.
You said what men can do, women can do better.
Yes.
So I want to compare particular job, okay? Let's say you don't have any job and then a guy also doesn't have any job, okay? However, the guy has more qualifications than you as a woman. And then you go for interview and everything, the guy is leading. Would you say that because you are a woman who you think you can do better, even though your qualifications are not standard, would you say that they should give you the opportunity because you can do better with limited experience?
Yes.
Why?
Because you get more room. They personally can educate you. I stand to be corrected. So if I'm doing something which is not going according to the rules and regulations of the company, we have administrators, we have...
You are telling me that they should give you the job with limited experience and leave the man who has maximum experience in the job.
No.
That's what you were saying.
No.
So rephrase yourself.
Okay, so based on the qualifications, I deem it right that the man should be given the
Do
opportunity.
you believe in equity?
Yes.
So why are you saying that a man who has got all the criteria, he has all the qualifications, should be put aside, and you, the woman, because you are a woman, they should give you room when someone already knows it?
I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. That's what you implied.
No, I rephrased it again.
You rephrased it.
Yes.
Okay.
Madam Abigail,
Yes,
please, you're
madam.
welcome.
Thank you.
Please, can you give the mic to your vice? Please, do you have your CV in front of you?
No, please.
You don't have? Okay, let me give you this one.
Thank
Please, first of all, can you differentiate between a department and an association for me?
A department.
An association.
Okay. So I would say a department is part of a school. A department is part of a school, and it's headed by the head of department, and an association is just a group of people who have come together and with common interests to help achieve.
Okay, so which of them, you belong to both, right?
Yeah.
You stated down there that you are part of department information
ITS sports.
ITS.
Yes.
But what's the name of your department?
Information technology and decision sciences.
And then what's the name of your association?
Sports committee.
No, the association under the department that you belongs to.
Association. Okukwari School Boys.
No,
Oh.
please. I mean the IT department, the association that is under it that you have a president of. That is what I'm talking about. What's the name of that?
Information technology and decision sciences student.
Please, are you sure?
It was supposed to be a department.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm seeing that you are making the department as the association,
Yes.
which is not even supposed to be so in the first place.
Yes.
So kindly correct that one too.
Okay, thank you very much.
Please, I'm coming to your policies. Madam Abigail, please, you said quality assurance, and then I'm interested in that part because it's one of the courses that I did. Can you please read that part for me? The quality assurance. Policy number 7. Or you let me read it for you, since you can't see. It said technical support. And then you came to the back to say that training for lecturers. So, and then I'm a bit confused. I'm sure the management parts have quality assurance. Please, is this not your policy?
Yes.
Okay.
No, the point is stated.
Quality assurance.
Quality assurance.
Yes. Policy number 7.
Quality assurance.
Please, if you can't see, take my own. Where I've circled it with blue pen. Have you seen it? Yes. Are you sure you did the policy yourselves?
Yes.
Because it checked like you are confused when I said the quality assurance.
No.
Okay. So my problem is you said training for lecturers. You said training for lecturers, and I'm asking, why do you think the lecturers don't know what you're going to? You said offer training for faculty members on how to use their recording equipment and software effectively. Do you think the lecturers don't know this?
They know.
And
Yes,
then
ma'am.
what equipment and then software are you talking about?
Okay, so the point here is not only limited to lecturers, but also faculty members.
Please speak to the policy. The point is training for lecturers.
lecturers.
That's your caption. And in there you have offer training for faculty members on how to use the recording equipment and software effectively. What recording equipment and software?
Microphones.
Microphones.
Yes,
They don't know
please.
how to use microphones.
The small ones.
Yes.
Do you know that there's a particular department on this campus that uses that? Because I've seen them, the lecturer is using that at SH. I saw it at SH. You've never seen that they are using it, and you think that they don't know how to use that one.
They know.
They know. But you said they
but
don't
not
know.
not all.
Not all of them.
Yes.
So which lecturer do you think that they don't know? Because I want to know.
I don't know any lecture, but based on, we did a street tour, a class tour, and a hostel tour. So based on the request or the challenges we inquired from the students,
Okay, so you based on
the tour.
the tour.
Yes.
That is the survey that you did on the students, not
Yes.
on the lecturers, to come out with this, right?
Yes. You want to come?
So the recording equipment is the microphone. What software are you referring to?
What software?
Yes.
You said software effectively.
You said recording equipment and software.
Software.
What are you referring to as software? Which software was the student not
The
satisfied?
lecturers don't
The
know.
lecturers were not, they don't know how to use it. What software are you referring to?
Okay, so after recording, probably students might not know the actual software that they used, because after the recording, students who didn't get the chance to hear whatever the lecturer taught at that spot will be given the opportunity. It can even be updated in the group page for them to go over, and it can also serve as a revision.
Thank you. You are swaying so much away. You are talking about training for lecturers. You said you offer training for them on the recording equipment and software. I'm asking which software are you going to train them on? And you are telling me students will get opportunity to... Anyway, it's not even my turn yet.
So he wanted to know some of the software, maybe Excel or something. That is what he
Oh,
wants
okay, okay.
Yes, but you didn't. So let me ask the next question. You stated the implementation strategy, that is establishing a physical and virtual presence. And then you made mention that you are going to set up a health desk. Please, do you know the SRC suggestion box?
Suggestion box.
Yes. Do you
Yeah.
know that the SRC have a suggestion box at Get Fund?
Yes.
So why are you going to set up a different means? Meanwhile, we already have one. Why are you going to do that?
Madam, please, I think the SRC suggestion box is for general issues. Let's say all issues occurring on campus, you can suggest what your interest is. And the health box is actually for health purposes.
Oh, please, let me read it to you. You said, set up a physical help desk located in a central area on campus.
It's not
for
health
in-person-
boss, it's help desk.
Help desk, not health. Assistance. Additionally, create an online platform or portal for virtual support and inquiries. So I am asking that the SRC already have a suggestion box where if anything that you don't understand that you want to channel it to the SRC, you write it down, you put it in the box, they will come and they take it. So why are you doing a different thing? Meanwhile, similar thing exists to help the students. So why are you going to do a different thing and then leaving that one? Is that one not helpful, or you've seen a different suggestion also coming in?
The suggestion box is really helpful though, but the help desk will actually create avenue for everyone. As you are saying, I'm sure it's not everybody that knows the suggestion box, but when we provide help desk to come for students to come around, even walking around, you can ask, please, what's going on? There's a help desk provided by SRC for this reason. But for the suggestion box, not everybody on campus actually knows where the suggestion box is.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. You said you are going to set up a place, so it's more or less going to be an office.
No,
where
please, no.
or a student is going to be the help desk person, right? The person sitting there to assist the others coming in. I'm asking, is the student going to be there 24/7? Because we are here, and then our primary aim is to learn, get a degree. So how is the help desk going to be? Is the student going to sit there 24/7 as something that he or she is going to do for the SRC and not focus on the education? Because I'm trying to get it, and
I
I'm
think
not
the
understanding it.
help desk initiative will fall under maybe weekends, maybe Saturday or Sunday. I know you still need to learn on weekends though, but you are allowed to do free things on weekends. So we can talk to people to actually come on weekends, set up the decks, ask for students their problems and help them solve them.
You've just drawn my attention back to the weekend students. Do you know that the weekend students too are part of us?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Because I remember one time I was going to church and then they were coming, and then what their feedback was that the SRCs don't involve them in most of the things that they do because they are weekend students. Meanwhile, they pay SRC dues. So
Okay.
what are you also going to do for the weekend students? Because some of the information don't even reach them at all.
I think we are going to communicate with their representatives because the weekend students, they have a representative at the executive council. So we are going to make sure that we have effective communication with their representative at the executive council so that they can translate anything back to them.
Did you draft this policy?
Yes, please.
The help desk, what problem is it going to solve? She has asked you plenty questions. You couldn't tell us the particular problem the help desk is going to solve. And now you are telling us you set it up on weekends. What problem is the help desk going to solve? Is it for regular students or weekend students?
All students together.
So what problem is it going to solve?
The help desk is going to actually help us know the problems that the students are facing.
So help desk, in other words, is the same as the suggestion box.
Yes, it's the same as the suggestion box.
Do you know what a help desk is?
Yes, please.
Are you using it in the wrong context here? That's what I'm feeling, that you are using help desk in the wrong context. If you want to know the challenges students are facing and the problem they are going through, then you put it in the suggestion box. You get to know. Help desk is a live place that I come for solution, not to come and tell you my problem and go home. So if you are saying help desk, somebody should be there that, oh, I want to register my course, but I don't know how. Oh, okay, then enter the portal, do this. That is help desk. If that is not what you are doing, but you want to know student view, then kindly don't waste our money on help desk and kindly let them drop their suggestions in the box. You get to know.
Okay, thank you. Okay, suggestion box. Okay, thank you.
Miss Abigail and is it
Osai Prince.
Osai Prince, all right. So you are welcome.
Thank you once again.
I think you are interested in shuttle system, so you use 2 pages here. So your shuttle system, I think policy number 1. If you read downwards, there is an app integration.
Yes.
All right. So you said you will consider integrating this service with a mobile app where students can see the availability of these registered taxis, calculate fares, and even book rides directly from their phones.
Yeah.
How is this different from both Uber, Yango, and all the hailing apps we have?
Oh, okay. So the policy on student transit access program is actually not for students only, but other individuals in the community at large. So we are going to make sure we register certain taxis for our SRC, so that if students provide valid student ID to them, they will get a discount fare, so that they can be transported from their destination to campus. Yes. And for the app integration, we have another way of working around. We are going to provide the certified taxis on campus to actually transport them from campus to their destinations and vice versa.
Go to the next page.
Okay.
I think P, shuttle system design and operation.
Okay, shuttle system design and operation. Yeah.
So you have campus-centric routes.
Yeah.
All right. So that states that the shuttle system will operate on fixed routes within the campus, connecting key academic buildings, libraries, residential areas, dining facilities, and administrative offices. Did you do a copy and paste of this policy, or you thought through it very well?
This is a reintroduction of the campus system, which
Yes,
has already
I know.
been there.
Now you
Yes.
said that your system will operate between academic buildings, libraries, residential areas, dining facilities. And I'm asking if this particular policy is for Uenr, because if you look at Uenr, the campus, if you get angry, you can just urinate around the whole campus.
Okay.
And you are having a shuttle system that will be running from SH to LT. Is it Uenr based or is just some KNUST Legon copy and paste?
No, it's Uenr based. I know.
Okay, so how would the shuttle
I know
operate on
Uenr is
campus?
a little community. Let's say not a bigger community. Yeah, a growing university.
I can hear you.
I know Uenr is a growing university, so we don't have let's say.
So your policy is not for the next 8 months, which is your tenure.
It is.
So in the next 8 months, we'll have a campus where we have lecture halls and buses will run between them.
Not actually, but we have them as it's stated the campus centric routes. You can take from let's say procurement office, that road leading. You can actually go around the shuttle system can go around the university in a short time.
Boss, this policy is not for Uenr. Even if it's for Uenr, not anytime soon.
Please,
I mean,
to add up, it's going to help disabled students as well.
But it's not here.
That's why we are here to explain or.
You know, if you are not able to implement these policies, okay, we can use this document to hold you responsible. But if what you are saying is not here, we can hold you responsible for it. This is your blueprint. So there is another one. So the same thing here. You said intra-campus transportation. I'm just finding it difficult to understand how transportation on this campus will be like. I don't know. Then on health, you haven't mentioned anything about our washrooms that mostly are locked. They are mostly locked up. And you haven't mentioned anything on it, on your health policy. I think 2 pages.
Okay,
so how are you going to deal with that?
So with the locking of the washrooms, it is because there are not many staff to work. So with the washroom space, we are going to run shifts within the domestic workers. Yes, it's going to help.
Do you have control over the staff on campus?
Staff on campus.
SRC, are you the one who runs estate? How are you going to run shifts? You are talking about.
We are going to work in hand with administration.
You are going to work hand in hand with administration.
Yes.
In terms of payment, how are you coming in? Because if you are going to run shifts, you are going to increase payment of staff. So 24-hour economy.
So based on our policies, we are going to generate income. From
Which of your policies is going to generate an income? Which of them?
The STAP.
The STAP and
What is the STAP about?
The STAP is the Student Transit Access Program.
In brief, what problem is it solving?
It's solving the problem of students not paying higher fares from even, let's say, few market to just campus. You're going to pay 5 cedis. But if we have taxis in place with certified stickers showing that these are for SRC, you show them your valid ID card. They just
they reduce the amount. Are you going to pay the taxi drivers at the end of the day?
We are not going to pay. We are not going to pay the taxi drivers, but we are going to ensure them that we are going to give them the students, because we are over about 15,000 students. We are going to give them.
You just mentioned that you make money from. Is it the stamp or the STAP? Now you are saying that when we provide valid ID card, our fares will be reduced, which means that the driver that takes 5 cedis will now take less than 5 cedis. How are you going to make money from that? Are we going to pay 3 cedis to the driver and pay 2 cedis to you?
We are going to do certification for the drivers, and it
So
comes
they
at
will
a
pay
cost.
for the certification.
Yeah, they are going to pay for the
and
certification.
reduce their workmanship.
Yes, because
So the
we are going
drivers
to
are
give them
going
an
to
amount.
lose
They are losing
their regular
money.
income.
No, they are not losing their regular income.
Yes, but campus is part of their normal work.
Yeah.
You reduce their income. Yes, even if you have the app integration, you reduce their income and you are selling the certification to them.
Yeah.
So they are losing on two counts.
No, they are not losing on 2 counts because we are going to give them the numbers.
How are you going to give them
Because you
the
can't force
numbers?
people to
Yes,
enter
through
taxi.
publicity. We are going to-
Publicity.
yeah,
Can you
yeah.
force students to enter a particular type of a car?
No, please.
So
because-
how are you going to assure them of numbers?
If you take a stop taxi, it means that you have a reliable.
Do we have a
cost-effective-
transportation problem on campus now? Do we have a transportation problem?
Yes. From our street tour and hostel tours, they people are saying they have transportation problems.
So let's say now, moving from Fiapre to Uenr,
Yeah.
there is Pragia working now at the
Yeah.
Catholic Junction, which now they enter corners,
Yes.
and you pay 3 cedis.
Yeah.
Taxis, when you enter, sometimes some are considerate. From Fiapre to Uenr campus, the person might take 4 cedis. Let's assume that they are not considerate. They are taking 4 cedi, 80 pesos.
Okay.
Is what you are introducing going to go beyond the 3 cedis that the Pragia people are taking?
Yes, it's going to go.
You are going to, when you enter taxi from Fiapre
Yeah.
to Uenr, you pay 2 cedi, 50 pesos.
Yes, please. You are working on that.
You are working on that.
Yes. Yes.
How would the driver benefit from that?
The driver is going to benefit because we have lots of students who are coming from Fiapre to campus.
How many taxi drivers have you envisioned so far?
Let's
talk about action plans.
Let's say
How many taxis are you?
100 taxis.
Let's say 100 taxis.
Yes, please.
So you are talking about 100 taxi drivers, right?
Yes.
How much are you envisioning that you generate at the end of the academic year? Let me say semester because at the end of the academic year, your government is gone.
Okay.
At the end of the semester, how much are you envisioning to get? No. Because you are thinking of using that to generate money. Yeah. I am taking 4 cedi 80 pesos on a natural day, and you are giving me certificate and asking students to give me 2 cedi 50 pesos. Yeah. And you think you are going to generate money out of that to your office. How?
I would say the welcoming of freshers, people who come around, they don't know their hostels. We are going to talk to them so that the amount of money they take, they give us a percentage. And also the number of students coming from Fiapre to...
They take 2 cedis 50 pesos and give you a percentage on that again.
No, they are not going to give us a percentage on the 2 cedi 50 pesos. I'm just saying that during the admission of
okay, so just explain to us like we are childrens how the SRC is going to make money from this particular project. Apart from the certification. How much would the certification cost?
We are still negotiating.
What would they use the certification for?
So the certification will allow the students to actually know that this is a stop taxi.
And you are selling the certificate to the drivers?
Because we are giving them the numbers for them to also earn. Because we have a lot of students at Fiapre.
Is this a solution to the driver or to the student?
It's a solution to the student.
But not to the driver.
So the driver is not complaining. So there's a possibility that you go to town, you won't even get one taxi.
You go to town.
Where are you going to get the taxis from?
No, we are not taking all the taxis from town.
Where are you going to get the cars from?
We are going to talk to them at the GPRTU.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
There's a probability that you go there and people will see your ID and be like, 2 cedi 50 pesos, I won't participate.
Okay. But that's where the certification comes in.
All right, let's proceed. Policy on Student Housing Alliance, all right? Now, you did mention that you developed a centralized booking app or system. Have you heard of My Hostel app?
Yes, I've heard of that.
So, are you going to use that app for this policy, or you are going to build a new app for the policy?
We are going to use My Hostel app. We are going to use
My Hostel app.
Well, on that, a quick one. This policy, is it for freshers or continuing students?
The entire student body, not
No.
hundreds.
Is it for freshers or continuing students?
Both.
Both.
Yes, please.
So when it comes to freshers, are you aware that the university has a standard system that he also uses?
Yes.
He gives the link to students to do the booking, and then they also generate money from there.
Yes, but we don't have enough accommodations for freshers.
You don't have enough accommodation for freshers?
Yes.
So count freshers out in this
Okay.
solution because freshers don't use my hostel app.
Yes.
Unless you want to go behind the university that you are coming to support to do something that will benefit you on top of the university. University has hostels, private hostels that register under them.
Yes.
And they raise those hostels on the school website. There is a portal that they use to do the booking.
Yes.
So if I'm educating you if you don't know,
Yeah,
not
I
even
know.
my hostel app.
Okay.
Now, leave freshers out. Continue students, where do we reside? Homestels or hostels? Majority continue students.
Majority resides in homestels.
Majority reside in homestels.
Homestels, yes.
So the solution you are providing, if it is not for freshers, obviously, because they have their own solution.
Yeah.
It is for continuing students.
Yes.
And you think hostel solution is what continuing students needs? What are the current challenges associated with finding a room, a homestay, and payment issues that students are going through?
The landlords and ladies, they overprice the price of.
And you don't have any policy to regulate that for continuing students to benefit, and you think regulating hostel is what we need? Because right after level 100, where do we go to? We go to the towns, right? So what we want you to do now, if you want to rent a chamber and hall, not even chamber and hall, single room self-contained, landlords are taking 4,500 per year. And you want to introduce what?
This policy is for hostels.
No. This is what we are talking about.
Per my experience.
This is what we are talking about. Okay. Every policy must solve a problem. And the problem that you are solving is student problem. When it comes to hostel issues, freshers don't have a problem because they go through the school hostel provision. And so take freshers out. Now we come to continuing students. Continuing students, let's say we have 10,000 continuing students. There is a probability that less than 2,000 may reside in private hostels. The remaining 8,000 all reside in homestels. And here is the case, we go through a lot of things in the hands of landlords and landladies in terms of price increment, in terms of bills, and you have nothing, no policy concerning that, and you are telling me that you are going to build a website to manage hostels. For what?
We are not building a website to manage the hostels. It's really hard to get ladies and landlords on board.
No. We are not talking about landlady. Your policy has nothing to do with landladies and landlords.
With this policy.
Yes, with this policy.
We are going to collaborate with private hostels.
To solve what
private
problem?
Hostels are a bit higher.
To solve what problem?
The hostel fees.
Hostel fees for which people?
Negotiate with them. Level 200, I was in a private hostel.
See.
And the amount was very high. Due to
See.
that, students weren't.
You are providing a solution to students.
Yes.
I want us to be very realistic, right? You are the student. Let's use you for a survey. A solution that helps you have an affordable homestay and live comfortably, and a solution that regulates private hostel for you as a continuing student. Which one are you going in for? Did you do a survey before coming up with this policy?
Yes.
Or because you stayed in a private hostel?
Not everybody has the money to afford. We have people affording less hostels, let me say homestels, but we have others too, because if a portion of the population is going for the less hostels, what about the others? So by working in hand with the private hostel managers, we are going to negotiate with them to decrease the hostel price.
Okay, thank you. Let's proceed. Policy number 4. Policy on the Comfort for Success Initiative. Food Security Program. You said you are going to partner with local markets, restaurants, and food suppliers to receive regular donation and surplus food, ensuring a consistent supply for the food bank. Do you know we have a food bank? Do you know we have a food bank?
Food bank, yes.
You know. Now, if supermarkets and restaurants are giving you food.
Hello, please, people on the corridor. Your voice is coming to the room directly. Please manage your voices. Gentlemen, you are still talking. Thank you.
What will be their benefits if they give you the food? I mean, in sponsorship, there should be mutual benefits, okay? So what would be their benefit if they are sponsoring this food bank program?
So we are going to advertise their product during SRC week and local Lnugs week.
Oh, okay. And then another four, okay, under the policy for the comfort, emergency support fund. Do you know there is an existing emergency support fund which is in Parliament currently?
Is that we don't have? Has it been passed? Has the bill been passed? Has the bill been passed?
No. I said it's in Parliament.
Okay.
Do you know about it?
No, please.
So, what informed the decision to establish an emergency support fund?
I think the emergency support fund was introduced basically to help us in case that we run out of goods or clothing that has been supplied by boutiques and other local supermarkets, so that we can use that fund to actually fill in the needs of the students.
Now, there is another thing I see. Clothing and essential closets.
Yes.
What would be the criteria for selecting people to benefit from that policy? For instance, I come and say, I need a winter coat. How will you know I really need that coat?
Okay, so with the clothing and essentials closet, we are going to negotiate and send dispatch sponsorship letters to various companies handling clothing, let's say boutiques.
So I ask of criteria, not how you are going to implement the policy. What would be the criteria?
They are going to give out some of their products out to us, and then we would advertise by showcasing them.
Yeah, so is it for free or you are going to sell them, the clothing?
No, it's for free.
And I'm saying that if I come to you and I tell you I need clothes, okay, what would be the criteria to evaluate my need?
Okay, so just like how the Inidason Science Scholarship is done, we are going to go through the council. They are going to counsel the students as to if they are lying or not.
So if I come and say I'm not lying, you beat me, I'm not lying.
You pass through a council.
Yes. With the council, I can still tell her I'm not lying. I need clothes. But in essence, I have a lot of money to buy clothes, but I still need yours. So if you don't have a clear-cut criteria, maybe you should start working on it right now.
Okay.
So you mentioned mobile health clinic. So, and the school clinic is just a stone throw. Okay, so there is a lot of interest in that particular policy. The school clinic is just a stone throw from even SH. So how are you going to implement a mobile clinic going around campus?
Please, the mobile clinic won't be going around campus. It's going to be frequent. Let's say the beginning of every semester, we set up a clinic around Get Fund, or maybe the forecourt of Get Fund, so that you can come to get screened and bring your health problems to them.
Do you understand mobile health clinic?
Mobile?
Yes. Do you understand that?
It's
no, I want to know if you understand what mobile health clinic means. If you are going to set up a point for people to walk to, how is that mobile? Maybe I am not understanding the word mobile health clinic. What problem are you solving here? Once again, you have a policy, a whole big policy. What problem is it solving?
It's part of the main policy. That's
I know it's part of the main policies. Yes. What problem is it solving?
By helping students financially.
How?
Listen, I don't have money, and there is a free screening. I will gladly go.
Free screening?
Yes.
You mean you have mobile health clinic and you are just there to do free screening?
Free screening and provide medication.
Maybe you should change the caption, the whole caption of mobile health clinic, because a mobile health clinic will regularly visit. That's what you said. And that is what I understand by something being a health clinic being mobile. Movement, locomotion from one point to another from time to time. And which people are going to handle this?
Professional health personnel.
Professional health personnel. From where?
Personally, I have professional health personnel in my church who are ever willing to do that.
That you
Already
call them,
negotiated
you
with
give
them.
their contacts to students. And there's a student at Franco Hostel with headache. That's what mobile health clinic means. Then the person will call, hello, I have a headache. Then the medics, straight to Franco, go and take care of the person. Is that what you are trying to say here?
Yes.
How are you going to handle the finances?
They are doing it for me for free.
They are doing it for you for free.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
Abigail and Prince, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Please, we are not quarreling. We are not fighting. I felt the place was too heated up because if I'm to add mine to it, it is going to be very bad. You are a lady, and it is good. We have a lady who has come out with the interest of wanting to lead the student body. I wish you well.
Thank you.
So, you have your policy document here, well branded, no two ways about it. The change makers. What is the name of the policy document?
Nkoso policies.
Nkoso. Wow. I'm reading it as Nkoso. So, Nkoso. Nkoso.
It was a mistake done by the printer.
By the printer. But did you have a copy first before they made several copies, or you just give them the go ahead to make the entire quantity that you needed? Because before you accept a work done, you first take the first one, make your edits before they give you the quantity that you need. But they have made several copies, and you are coming to tell us here that it was an error. It means that you didn't pay close attention to the document when it was given to you.
Okay.
Sure. Well, your policies are very good, lengthy, packed. But let us do something. What is the vision behind the Nkoso policy?
To promote student welfare.
To promote student welfare. What is the mission behind that? The mission. What is your mission statement?
The mission statement
behind the policy.
Behind my policy. Okay, so the mission statement is to help students financially, emotionally, financially, emotionally, and academically.
Wow. Emotional. How are you going to manage the aspect of emotions? Because there are students who are, some of them are hard. Whatever you do to them, that is their nature. How are you going to manage that? Emotions. You spoke of finance, all right. You spoke of academics, right? All right. So how do you manage emotions? Because the setting alone can be someone's challenge, but the person has no other option than to stay in it. So how are you going to manage that?
So let's say a particular student has a health issue, maybe sexual transmitted disease, and then he or she is going to the school clinic for consultation. As far as you see your pal there, you are going to feel like, hey, this person is going to know that I have this disease. So with the mobile telecell on the health policy, there's going to be a short code of which you can dial and issue your problem to.
Did you consider the network situation in this area? Did you consider that?
Network.
The network problem in this area. At a point, you own your own phone, bought your own SIM card, but they are telling you that no service. Did you consider that?
And that one is not a permanent issue.
But it is an existing issue, which at a point you can be here. I can take someone's number right now, try calling, and the person is here, but we will be told that the person is not reachable. So did you consider that? It's a yes or no?
Yes.
What are your core values?
Okay, so we are here to be the spokesperson for the students, for the entire student body. And help the needy.
And help the needy. Okay.
Help in projecting their voice.
So now I have to ask you, are you done talking before I can proceed?
Okay, I'm done talking.
Okay. So you didn't state all these things here, but you went ahead to draft your policy document and you had this broad name there as the change makers. You want to cause change, but there's no vision, there's no mission, there are no core values. Is there a focus? Yes or no? You want to make it rhetorical. Fine. You didn't state them here, but here goes your policy. So do we have a direction? Because it seems you have just drafted something. It's like a formality. Let me just pass it through it. After all, I wouldn't even be able to implement it. But if there is a focus, you know that the student body will surely hold you accountable. But it is not here. But you have it here as change makers. So are we safe?
Yes.
So the entire Ghanaian students are safe?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, let us dive deeper into your policies and let's see something. You have it in here as you assisting students with their course registration and NSS registration. Looking at our number, 14,000. Can you provide that sort of assistance in terms of the course registration to everybody? 14,000. Can you reach out to a good number of them with that assistance?
I know it's a very large number though, but through good publicity, people can know how to actually do their course registration in the portal. Yeah, not actually hitting them one by one to go and help them with their course registration, but with a good publicity team and with good initiatives, we can tell them how to go about their course registration.
Because you equally went ahead to talk about assistance during assistance for NSS registration. So out of that 14,000, if you have about 5,000 as final year students, how are you going to reach out to all of them? There might be genuine problems, but how are you going to reach out to them? Are they coming to you or you are going to them?
Yeah, so I think that's the main reason for our help desk. Yes, so they can come around to our help desk, bring out their the problems they are facing about the NSS registration or something. Then we can give them solutions to it.
So it means that if you have a long queue coming to seek assistance, and
hello guys. I'm going to repeat this once again. The people on the corridor, you want to hear whatever that is happening in here. And I strongly believe that if we go down, if we stop talking, we will be able to hear. The place that we are using, it's very confined, and anything small goes to the offices. we are disturbing the leaders of this place and they are complaining. And it goes against your candidate. So kindly. And then if you don't abide and you keep making the noise, all that we have to do is to close the rivers and roll down the river blades so that your session has ended. So please, somebody may benefit from where you are standing. We don't want to close it so that you don't have access to whatever that is happening in here again. Thank you very much for cooperating.
Okay. So please continue.
So we are going to educate them about how to access the portal, because during the tour we did, we realized some of the level 100 students don't even know how to go by the registration process.
Currently, we are talking about NSS registration. I think we are done with the course registration.
So same applies here. We are going to educate them on how to go by it.
Of which, are you going to call them together? That 5,000 final year students, are you going to gather them, or by what means are you going to reach out to them?
A short online education.
Online.
Yes. A short
You talk
video.
about online, and it still hits me that the network condition over here is not good. Generally, it's not good. So we are still going to online. Don't you have any other option to the online?
Okay, so we can get a representative from each of the classes. Then personally, we educate them on that. Then they will go and forward the information.
So
to
let
them.
us be practical. We have issues that we are battling with as a school. So if you have to take your matters online, it's like it will just favor a section.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you have to reach out to 5,000
them.
plus students. So if you don't get to them, trust me, you will just do something as a formality. Nobody is going to participate in it.
Okay.
Let us go on. In your policy document, you never spoke about scholarship opportunities whatsoever. Does it mean that you are going to abolish the Inidasson scholarship, or you would come and implement it, because you were silent on it? So it is either you are in to abolish it or you are in to maintain it.
We are in to maintain it.
So it means you are comfortable with the
Okay, so with the